Hello, everyone. Hi. Happy Wednesday. My name is Jennifer Waters. I hope that I'm not crowding in on anybody else's airtime here. I'm a little late today. It got to be a busy day. In the clinic, I am one of the practitioners, acupuncturists, and fertile spirit coaches at CNY Fertility in Syracuse, New York. Those of you that know me know that I'm very focused on egg quality, ways that we can improve egg quality, trying to understand the causes of the decline in our egg quality other than age related issues. And so today, the topic is the three questions you need to ask yourself if you want to improve your egg quality if you can. Okay. So I'm just going to jump right into it. The first question you have to ask yourself is about your belief system. Do you believe in the body's ability to heal and repair itself? Now, a lot of people say yes, but what you don't realize, most of us don't realize, is that what is driving our beliefs or underneath our conscious thinking beliefs is our subconscious belief. And that is really what is driving the train here. How were you programmed from ages 0 to 7 years old by your parents, your family, your community, your healthcare providers, your physicians? What kind of messages have gone into your subconscious about your ability to heal and repair? So I think it's really important to ask yourself that because it really matters how you're going to be approaching this inner transformation. Remember, improving your egg quality is about an inner revolution, an inner transformation. So that's a very good question. These are great questions. So I want to get through my 3 points before I start wandering off into ADD land here. So again, there's a great book. It's called The Biology of Belief. This is Dr. Bruce Lipton, who's a cellular biologist. He gets very deeply into this subject and explains everything from a biology, a physiological point of view of how our subconscious beliefs are actually affecting how our cells are functioning. So I ask people all the time in the clinic, do you believe you can heal from whatever? And, a lot of people don't know. That's honest. But if you're telling yourself yes, but underneath that yes is doubt, fear, worry, stress, then you're setting up some conflict, some internal conflict for yourself. Okay. So, you can work with somebody who does hypnotherapy. I know there's a good person through the Fertile Spirit. I think they're doing some workshops, some free workshops, complimentary programming for everybody to join in. I would connect with them. You want to find somebody that you connect with personality wise. Um, and then you can ask yourself, you can get these books too out of the library, The Biology of Belief. Bruce Lipton has a great website. Go on his website and just see, start examining. So the second question is, are you willing to really examine or address your nervous system and how it's functioning? And here's why I think that's really important, because when your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight, what happens is you're in what we call adrenaline dominance pattern. And adrenaline is an endogenous toxin. So if you're getting ready to ovulate and you're really stressed because that's your baseline, not because, oh, you're late for work or, whatever, so your car just broke down, but because your nervous system is stuck in this fight or flight mode, what's going to happen is those eggs are going to be damaged by that excess adrenaline, right? Makes sense. So you really have to get some feedback. Um, I would say in the past couple weeks, the women that I've seen at CNY Fertility, About 60%, I would say, are in adrenaline dominance patterning. And I don't want you to feel guilty or shame or like you've done anything wrong. It's not your fault. You could be born this way. If your mother was stressed in utero, you're picking up that, right? So you could be born with adrenaline dominance pattern. If you're a highly sensitive person, you're much more likely to be in that mode because you're picking up on what's going on around you, which is usually fairly stressful in the grocery store. I don't know about where you all live, but here in upstate New York, I've noticed people are very serious. And CBD, yes, I recommend that. So you have to protect yourself energetically. You have to be willing to get some feedback. If you have the symptoms of adrenaline dominance, insomnia, anxiety, PMS, irritability, all of that, then you know that's part of your pattern. If you have a hard time relaxing during a 20-minute acupuncture session or massage, that means you got to train the nervous system. Some people say turn it on, turn it off. Some people say increase, decrease. There's lots of different ways to approach it. Yoga, meditation, all of that's helpful, but there's really specific techniques to get you into rest and digest. It's almost like PTSD, really. You think about what happens when the body stores trauma is it gets into the nervous system and the nerves become inflamed in a way. And so they can really keep you stuck. So you have to be willing to ask yourself because that, like I said, that excess adrenaline is affecting your egg quality. Period. It is. What is aging? Aging is cellular damage. What's damaging our cells? A lot of it is what the body is creating on its own. So you have to be able to relax. That's a good question. Very good question. Okay, so the last question you have to ask yourself is, are you willing to stop the poison? Okay, there's a lot of different words we can call environmental toxins, health and beauty toxins, glyphosate, food toxins, but let's just put it under the category. Let's call it what it is, folks. This is poison. Okay, we are being poisoned by the Food and Drug Administration. The agricultural institution. Unfortunately, it's all about money, right? So we know this. So you have to be willing to use your purchase power, buy the products that are more organic, that are created without all of these chemicals. I want you to be willing to assess everything that you're putting in your body, into your house, anything that you buy. Look at the ingredients. If you can't pronounce the words, it's probably because it's a poison, right? Natural flavorings. Unfortunately, the the health industry has also become full of poison. Things that are natural flavorings, natural this, natural that, that doesn't mean it's good for you. Okay. So you have to be willing to take a look. There's a good book called Countdown. It's a depressing book. um Shayna Swan has done a fabulous job here. It's a ton of work, and it's there's not a lot of great news, but what she gives you are the facts of what's happening, especially with sperm quality. So you need to know, folks, if you're having a hard time, if you're in your 30s, your early 40s, and your sperm and egg quality is being affected, there are reasons why. Okay, so there's lots of good solutions for what we can do, other than buying organic products and all of that. We can do some easy purification practices. It's something that I have been looking at for the past 20 years, and I'm pretty sure I've found the most direct ways to do it. And it doesn't have to be painful. Okay, this doesn't have to be a long, restricted, horrible fasting, just drinking carrot juice kind of experience. It doesn't. So, I'm going to be talking about more questions you can ask yourself if you want to improve your egg quality later. But that's all I'm going to talk about now. I'll see if I can answer some of your question. To what extent does egg quality affect the fertilization process and end up on multiple failed IVF cycles? That's a good question, Ahmad. We would have to look at what are the ratings, the quality of your embryos, right? So let's take a look at that. And if they're on the poor quality side, I hate to even say that, but if they are, then if you're preparing for another retrieval and you want to improve your outcomes as much as possible, then there's things that you really need to assess in your lifestyle and your personal life. It's all about removing and then replacing and replenishing. So we've got lots of solutions for you. You can go to thefertilespirit.com. There's a lot of resources there. What about early menopause? I do believe the body can heal itself. Good. Do you think it's possible to reverse early menopause? Well, it depends on how early and what caused the early menopause, right? So we'd have to take a look at that. I see miracles all the time in the clinic. It doesn't mean it's going to happen for everyone. I like to take things case by case rather than big blanket statements because everybody is unique. So, is it common for a woman to catch a cold every time after an IUI? No, it is not, Alyssa. No, absolutely not. We want to improve your immune system. There's things that you can do. Did you know? Well, there's really high quality echinacea out there that is designed for long-term use. One of the companies I work with really explained it well. I did not know that. It's a Western herb and it's designed for long term use. You want to be doing things, especially in the winter. I don't know where you live, but you have to support your immune system so that you become resilient. So you're not exposed to one thing and then suddenly you're sick. No, I believe in terrain theory. You want to clean up the terrain of your body so that you're strong and healthy. And if you do get sick, it's a 1 or 2 day experience and then it's over. What about women even in their 50s? Karina, I wish I could say absolutely no problem. The truth is, I don't know. We have to take a look, right? So I see a lot of women in their 20s who are extremely unhealthy because of chronic antibiotic use, a lot of bad food, tons of inflammation, bad lifestyle, and a lot of women in their 50s super healthy because they've worked out a lot of issues, they've done a lot of purification practices. So I don't know, if somebody's knocking at your door, then you need to work on opening it, and we are here to help you figure out what is the best way to do that. Do lymphatic drainage massage help fertility? Yes. Oh, absolutely. So the lymph system is the garbage system, the dump in our body. So we need the lymphatics also do not move on their own. It's not like the cardiovascular system where the heart is always pumping. The lymphatics we have to move on our own. So if you're detoxing, you're doing a lot of sweating, it gets dumped into the lymph system, right? So if your lymphatic system isn't functioning well, things are just going to get backed up. And so definitely find somebody who does lymphatic drainage works, especially if you can find somebody that maps the lymph. They can help figure out if it's draining properly. It's wonderful. It's very light touch. And hopefully the person you find will teach you things you can do yourself to move your lymph. There's quite a few things you can do yourself. Can acupuncture improve egg quality? Yes, I would say so. Yes. Acupuncture brings the body back to balance. If you're working with an acupuncturist, I want you to get a differential diagnosis. Ask them what is going on here. Is it my kidneys, liver, spleen, heart, right? So then you have something to work on. Remember, working on your egg quality is also preventing miscarriage. It's one and the same. So I highly recommend doing that. But I want you to go to somebody who's really going to help with the diagnosis so that you're clear going into your first trimester that you're also preventing miscarriage. Hi, Hillary. I remember you. I don't know about that. Hold on. My early just run to yeah, share, read. So this is where Chinese medicine comes in because we will give you a diagnosis. Hillary, I'm not sure about that. You could email me and I could talk to you about that through email. If you were the patient, what would you choose? A transfer? Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. I wish we had the answer to that. 3 or 4, fair to three. These are tough choices. What people don't realize outside of the fertility world is that how many decisions are made. And I think we take it for granted because there's so many decisions to be made along the way, and it's not easy to make them alone. Okay, I'm going to give you my website. Okay, I know I've been saying this for about a year that it's under construction, but it still is. But at least it's up, not like a couple weeks ago where it said fatal error. What are you going to do? You have to laugh about these things. There's not much else we can do. Sure. So you can email me right through my website. It's URLight10. What do you recommend to reduce inflammation after diet exercise? Oh, good for you. Yay, Jennifer. Good, good, good. You know, the anti-inflammatory diet, Dr. Kiltz has convinced us all it's the way to go. He's so passionate about it. Remember, you can be keto. You can be vegan on a keto diet. There are vegetables that you can take. I highly recommend getting his most recent keto guide. It's got a whole page of vegetables on there that are keto friendly, cauliflower, asparagus, some good ones. So, again, avoid the poison, avoid the processed food, avoid all of this stuff. This is creating inflammation in the body. The wheat of today is not the wheat of yesterday. So, your grandparents probably said, well, I can eat bread. I didn't have any problem eating pasta. Yeah, because it was better then than it is now. The wheat today has been grown to create inflammation in your body. That was the plan. So, unfortunately, a lot of the gluten-free products out there now also are not great. They're highly processed. They also create inflammation. So, what they say is in the grocery store, you want to shop on the perimeter. I suggest going clockwise half the time, and then the rest go counterclockwise to kind of switch it up. But that's really true. I mean, I know it's challenging cooking 21 meals a week or whatever number you're trying to achieve, but we have to. We have to. And again, it comes back to the nervous system. If you could have the perfect diet, you could be doing one meal a day, the perfect keto. But if you're stressed, if your nervous system is stuck on fight or flight, you're still going to be creating inflammation as a result of that. So you have to learn how to downregulate yourself. Do you recommend try? I don't know. I'm not. Baby aspirin is nothing that I've ever suggested, but it makes sense if your practitioner says you need to be on a blood thinner. It certainly is the most benign of them all. If you can get the little chewable ones too, it's not the worst thing in the world. If you have a blood stasis pattern in Chinese medicine, and you're looking for a like a quick fix, that would be a good one. If safe if you did a PRP. Yeah, I would say so. I don't think baby aspirin is contraindicated. The Dr. Verity Ellis would let you know that, or whoever's doing your PRP, if baby aspirin would be contraindicated. I can't imagine. Geez, TSH, I don't know. This is the problem with blood work. It's not that reliable. There's so many things that can influence it. Remember, you are not your blood work, okay? So, oops. I'm sorry. We can't hear you. Could you hear me before? Oh gosh, it's probably. Oh, I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say goodbye to Instagram. I should probably say goodbye to everyone. We can hear you. Yay, wonderful. I'm going to put in my website here. Okay, so thank you all for coming. I hope I've been able to answer your questions. Yeah, they are. Yes, the food. Yes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day, okay, and your week. Please be kind to yourself so you can be kind to others. Enjoy every moment as much as you can already, and take care. I look forward to meeting you all. Hopefully, I'll see you if you're in Syracuse. I'm always there on Tuesdays, and I am at Healing Arts the rest of the days. Bye bye.